A Doordash driver just made history by delivering McDonald's to the White House, and what she said about Trump's tax policy is getting everyone talking. What's up, guys? This is Colton again with the most important news on the internet. So here's what happened. Sharon Simmons became the first Doordash employee ever to deliver a meal to the White House, bringing a McDonald's order directly to President Trump. She's been doing Doordash since 2022, and now she's speaking out about how Trump's no tax on tips policy is affecting her bottom line. According to Fox News Digital, Simmons sat down for an interview on Monday and broke down exactly what this policy means for her wallet. She said, quote, "I figure that I'm probably going to be saving about $3,000 to $4,000. Now that's real money we're talking about here. But here's where it gets interesting. She's not taking this policy for granted. When asked about the future, she said, well, obviously we would like for it to continue, but I'm going to enjoy it while I've got it. And it's not for me to decide that. The policy is currently set to run until 2028, and Simmons mentioned she made an extra $11,000 in income that would normally be taxed. She also talked about feeling heard in ways she didn't before, saying, "In younger years, I didn't feel like my voice could be heard, and I feel now like we are heard." This comes as gig workers across the country are watching to see how tax policies will affect their earnings, especially as more people turn to delivery apps for extra income. Now here's what nobody's talking about. This story represents a massive shift in how politicians are courting working-class voters. Think about it. We've gone from photo ops at factories to literally having gig workers deliver food to the White House and then interview about tax policy. This isn't just about tips. It's about recognizing that the modern American workforce looks completely different than it did even 10 years ago. Let me break this down for you. When a Doordash driver can save $3,000 to $4,000 a year just from a tax policy change, that's grocery money, that's rent money, that's real impact on real families. And the fact that she's being cautious about the policy's future shows she understands the political reality. Policies can change with elections. This is exactly the kind of kitchen table economics that decides elections. Whether you support Trump or not, you can't ignore that gig workers are now a major voting bloc, and they're paying attention to who's looking out for their paychecks. The crazy part is how this delivery to the White House became a perfect symbol of this new economy, where someone can work flexible hours, make extra income, and suddenly find themselves at the center of a national policy discussion. Do you think the no tax on tips policy should be permanent, or should it have an expiration date? And if you're a gig worker, how much would this actually save you per year? Drop your take in the comments, especially if you work in the gig economy. I'm Colton, with the most important news on the internet. See you tomorrow.